My friends, some people seem to have everything, don't they? But many of those who have so much might have some internal unhappiness. Such is the case with the young rich man in today's gospel from St. Mark. Even many of us who are merely comfortable might have a gnawing emptiness within ourselves. Is there a cure for that internal emptiness? Well, the encounter with the rich young man suggests that Jesus does offer a deep fulfillment and even a cure for emptiness for those who seek it. I believe, first of all, that it is offered to the person who seeks to find it from God, who is the ultimate source of love and life and happiness. Material things had not quenched the young man's thirst. I think that he was looking for something more present, something that would bring quality and meaning to his life. So Jesus points him immediately to the source of quality and life when he said, "Why do you call me good? No one is good but God alone." In other words, if we want eternal life, you go to the source of all life. There's a second thing. This is offered to the person who treats their fellow human being as though they really matter. Have you noticed that as Jesus lists the several of the commandments, that he lists only those that deal with our relationships with one another? What I hear Jesus saying to the young rich man is to stop being overly worried about yourself and more interested in other people. In other words, Jesus challenged his selfishness. There's a final thing. This is offered to the person who makes a total, single-hearted commitment of self to God. Now, the story is told about a student approaching a wise man of the East with his problems, and his problems of whether he believed that God actually existed. The wise man was sitting by a pool of water. Suddenly, he grasped the student by the neck, thrust his head beneath the water, and held him there. Sputtering and gasping, the student finally tore himself loose from the guru's grip, only to be thrust beneath the water again and again. Well, finally, when the student could breathe again, he asked the wise man, "Why do you treat me so roughly when I come seeking wisdom?" The wise man replied, "When you want to know God as desperately as you wanted air, you will know him." Now, Jesus is not saying that every Christian must sell their assets and enter poverty. He is saying that eternal quality of life, which fills the emptiness of our soul, is a result of making a single-minded, simple-hearted choice to follow God as he is revealed in Jesus Christ. He was asking this rich and powerful young man to move beyond selfishness and to invest himself totally into the life of God, who is a source of all happiness. Is there anything in Jesus' encounter with this man that offers us a clue concerning the quality we seek? Is there something we lack in this life? Is there something that stands in our way of true emotional happiness? How sad that the rich young man did not want his emptiness filled that badly. How sad that eternal quality was available to him, but he wasn't willing to let go of his earthly security in order to find it. The question is, what about you and me?